Hello, guys. Brandon Carey here, and joining me as always is my friend Matthias.
Hello there.
And we are going to continue the mind games in Arcane Studios' Prey from 2017. So, we beat the game last time we met. We
Yes.
got the escape key, got into the pod, we're told we were a massive fucking failure, and got respawned. So we've beaten the game. Game's over. But this is now like a new game plus plus run where we have to actually finish the main quest.
Instead of running away.
Talos. In the event of a loss of atmosphere, gravity, or other serious emergency, please report to the nearest muster station.
So last time, Danielle Sho gave us her voice, saying the password to the voice control lock for deep storage. So we are going to proceed to make fun of Alex at the door to let ourselves in.
Identification required.
Alex, Oedipus complex, pompous, nepotist.
Yep. Alex, Oedipus complex, pompous, nepotist. You gotta love Danielle Sho for just how much she hates our brother.
Yeah.
It's like Morgan says in the logs, hates you, hates Alex more.
Sorry, Morgan. But I have to lock you in this time. When I trashed your arming key, it was to keep you from making a huge mistake. It's too late to stick our heads in the sand. We're committed now. You should be safe in deep storage. When everything is ready, we'll meet in my office. I hope you believe me. I really am on your side. You're just not yourself.
I mean, the thing is, he's not wrong either. We are not the Morgan Yu that he knows. We're a different one.
Welcome to deep storage.
Mm-hmm.
If Talos 1 had a subconscious, this would be it. You're looking for the central repository. That's where you stash the drive that has the plan for your arming key. I'll see if I can find a way out of here in the meantime.
I love that January has all of these like comparisons as to what each section of the ship is in context of the human body. I don't know if that's an intentional like reference to like the fact that this is like a very cerebral game, or if there's just like that's just a good way to tell the player what each part of the ship does, or both.
Yeah.
Okay. Technopath. Oh, hi,
Could be a
Phantom.
bit of both.
Fine. I'll fight you. Oh, I think I scared off that Technopath with my fire.
Looks like it. I was going to say just give him a good wrenching, but then he ran away.
Where'd he go? There you are. Shame I jumped out of the way.
Also fun how you just casually jumped up there.
Yeah. I don't. That might be an alien power, I think, because like you can get enhanced jumping.
Every dark bit of data that moves through the station is captured here. Redundant backup servers are stored in modules that eject.
Q-beam.
Catastrophic failure. The fact that they haven't yet is
The
telling.
best of the beams.
Alex's refusal to face reality.
Die. All right. Now let's eat a side hypo and a med kit and remind ourselves to use recycler at some point. Actually, let's just eat food. That'll be a good way to clear up a little bit of space. No, I'm out of food. I need to use a med kit. Where are my med kits? Here are my med kits. Ah, crud. I'm drunk. Oh, no, I'm not drunk anymore. We're good. Is there some radiation? Oh, there's the radiation source. There's a radioactive barrel there. I wonder if you can shoot them. If that'll do anything. I don't think so. Nope.
We did some science.
Yep. That was a test. Test failure. Data vaults. Hacking! I'm sure sick of seeing this by now, huh? That's the problem with, like, pretty much any lockpicking minigame, no matter how good it is, it's not going to stand up to the player doing it like 50 billion times.
Yeah.
Because there's, like, no 5-second minigame in the entire world that will be fun to play after the first 10 billion times. There's just no way, and it's hard to fault the developers for that. That's just something that you just kind of have to live with.
Mm-hmm. And if you do want to make it something fun that's also really repeatable, it would have to be more complex. But then you don't want to be doing it to open every lock.
Exactly.
So, yeah, you gotta choose.
So it's got to be simple, but if you make it simple, it's just gonna get dull.
Mm-hmm. There's also the option that I don't know if Skyrim had it, but I know Oblivion had it, which was just like
Force
auto
the lock.
lockpick.
Yeah, force lock. If you just try it enough times, you'll eventually open it.
Yeah, depending on like your skill level, which could help. But if you're like me, you don't want to waste lockpicks, even though you have like 2 million of them.
Yes.
You're never gonna use it.
But I might need them later.
Exactly. I mean, there's one door between me and the final boss, but and you need those 2,000 other ones.
Exactly.
You never know.
No. Glue gun. Repair. Oh, there's a weaver. Change.
Yeah, some of them are really good at hiding.
Yeah. Silence pistol. And let's switch to Psychoshock. Oh, they did nothing.
Oh.
Well, it's... Oh, now it sees me. There. That was kind of lackluster.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, corpse. I don't have enough space, but I can take the glue gun ammo. I like there is an option just to take the ammo out of a gun instead of picking up the whole gun. It's one of those like quality of life things.
Mm-hmm. Instead of also, like walking over the gun and the gun disappearing and you only take ammo.
Yeah.
Because, well, at least this game doesn't have it because you can recycle the weapons, but in most other games, you don't.
Yeah. I think there's a recycler in here. Yes, here we go. Precious, precious recycler. Now let's dump all of these shotguns, all of these pistols. Oh, wait, I need to keep one of those pistols. Buy a wrench. Buy shotgun because I got the Margrave. I need this disruptor.
Just noticed you had 901 glue gun ammo.
let's auto sort, and that's looking a lot better.
Oh, feels so good to hit that button.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh, hi Mimic. Something burned it, I guess. Oh, hi Mimic.
Do you think it maybe was inside of the room with you, and while trying to attack you, hit like the fire or something?
It seems like, oh, they're the thermal phantom. That's probably where the fire came from.
Oh, yep, there he is. Right before you used the recycler, I saw the voice line appear, but since you weren't getting attacked, I thought it was like
A glitch.
someplace else. It might have been like a story down or in the room next door, because that might still make it appear, but...
Let's pick up my materials. I have a lot of exotic material that I'm probably not going to use a whole lot of.
Yeah.
Because I have Psi-Hypos for days. Take ammo. Take this chipset. Here's a character sheet.
Depending on your side missions, you might not even need side hypos anymore.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Which is also really interesting in a way. Because you might think that like side hypos are a way of balancing the powers, but then they give you that.
Yeah, you're
But,
right.
You know, still, it's interesting.
Because like the thing about the psi powers is that they are like objectively, like, I know, like, you've seen it. They are extremely useful. Like, you don't, when you're doing a human run, you don't, like, the game is completely workable without them. But when you have them, like, you start to see why the station wants to imbue people with these powers, because these powers are incredible.
Definitely.
It's like you understand immediately what, like, all of these scientists are, like, why they're so obsessed with this whole thing.
Ooh, we can make Q-beam cells.
Yeah, Mimic, don't jump when I'm looking at you, or I'm just gonna hit you. Surprised give me time to take out my wrench.
Yeah, I was also surprised it just laid there, especially since you were so close.
Yeah. The treasure hunt quest. We're not gonna do it, but it's a really cool quest because that's the sign of a good DM is when they start bleeding a little bit into the, like, because the quest the quest is that, like, their DM gave them a treasure map for a bunch of, like, cool loot in the station, like a little meta game, which was like, that's a cool little touch, a little bit of world building on top of a cool quest. Probably jump up there if I wanted to, but I don't want to. But I forgot what our objective here is. Oh yeah, security booth. Gotta get out of the our objective. Yeah, okay, because I was like, let's need storage. We have to get ourselves out. But first, I have some anti-rad here that I need to take a couple of samples of. I am running a little hot in terms of radiation. There really is no, like, I kind of have to get past that.
I think suit integrity gives you lower rads over time.
It does. I think increases your resistance to radiation. Yeah. Alright, so I can't open the door, but since we aren't purely human... we just become a pile of books.
Perfect.
And now, first we can download an area map again. And grant access. Mimic, you tell me. Where? I don't... Oh, there. That's a mimic. Here's my pistol. I know I have a pistol. Okay, that's weird. I don't remember tossing all my pistol ammo, but I guess I did. Huh. Oh well. Got plenty of other ammo to work with. Now that we're here. Cystoid nest. That's good to see.
Right, now I remember this place.
Yeah.
I forgot all about the anti-gravity bit.
Same here. Let's get that hard drive so that we can fix up the data storage. I like that when you're in the coral, your vision like goes a little blue.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really cool little detail.
Like it affirms or just hints at it's definitely doing something, but like what is it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's definitely pretty.
Yeah, it is a very beautiful thing to behold.
I think that was also the first thing he said.
Yeah.
That looks pretty, isn't it? Or something like
Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah.
that. Yes.
You don't know what it does, but... Oh, I think January says that, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, cystoids. There we go. No, I know there is a weaver down here still I need to kill. I love these cystoids are also radioactive.
Yep.
It's amazing how many
Okay.
different types of Typhon there are, when, like, in theory, they should all be very similar since all they did, since they eat, like, people's memories and minds. Alright, and plugging up some gas leaks. Ooh, boy.
I do like that as well, that this isn't just like, oh, we found aliens and that is just one form.
Yeah.
This is more like finding a race rather than an alien. No, race isn't...
Like a whole new species.
Yes. That's what I meant.
Oh, I hate that these cystoids cause more gas leaks because of their explosions.
Yeah. It might help you kill some, though.
Yeah. I forgot that I had psychic power, so I just used that instead. Why bother all the house when you can just burn them alive in a big fire conflagration?
Exactly.
There's the hard drive. Just pick it up and put it back.
I do like this, that a lot of the like places that require manual labor are just zero G because it makes sense.
Because it makes it easier to move things, yeah, for sure. Now we can reconnect Kingdom Hearts.
Good work.
Unauthorized
I was worried
drive.
the drive might have been damaged. You can use Chief Sho's workstation to download the fabrication plan.
And now we
Then
can get our arming
reconstruct
key.
your arming key.
Low gravity detected.
I like that because Danielle Sho hates Alex so much, the previous Morgan put her arming key backup plans on her computer. Because she knew that Danielle would never, ever, ever let Alex Yu anywhere near her shit.
The mind games.
Oh, hi, Mimic. Shouldn't have done that. And let's make a little more materials, and we'll start crafting some shit. We'll probably use some pistol ammo. Assuming I have a recipe for pistol ammo, which I don't think. Oh, yeah, here we go. 9mm bullets. Pretty cheap to make. Or does it have a lot of material? Probably a bit of both, actually.
Yeah, on your first playthrough, you're definitely weighing out your options here
Yeah.
when making stuff.
Yeah, resources are a lot tighter when you're not playing with literally every power in the entire game.
Yeah, when you have to spend like an entire mag or maybe even more to take out certain phantoms or a weaver,
Yeah,
things get a little bit dicey.
and that should be enough to cover me for a while. Let's also use these weapon upgrade kits. I'm gonna charge the disruptor. And we will put away this other glue gun that we don't need. You already have the one.
The one to rule them all.
And on Sho's computer is our arming key plan. We can now build. No matter what material it needs, I'm assuming we have enough to build it. Just... Oh, power's off. What's this? Another detour? Oh, did we actually get the plan? Let me just check to see if we have the plan.
Morgan, Alex has you boxed in. Look, there's nothing I can do about the lockdown from out here. But I promised I'd help you. So listen. Deep storage was built with a series of data vault modules that can be jettisoned from the station. It's a redundant backup system. That's your way out. Look at my workstation again. I'm exposing a utility that'll open up one of the vaults. Once you're in, look for a manual release. Then your ass is space junk, like me. And if you manage to get back inside, remember, you owe me. Kill the son of a bitch who hurt Abby, or I swear to God I'll haunt you.
I haven't forgotten, although I will probably still ignore that directive. Actually, we did kill someone, so I think maybe next time we go through, it'd be worth killing that guy. He's already knocked out, so a little shot through the heart wouldn't hurt him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go through and jettison ourselves to get out of this area.
I also really like this idea as like a last resort.
Yeah.
We just dump all of the data in a capsule and we shoot it away from the station.
So that someone can recover it later, yeah.
Yeah, like even if the station were to blow up, probably a lot of the tech would be saved.
Yeah, the tech, the research, maybe a person.
Yes, technically they could also hide in here.
I kind of like that Morgan gets smacked in the face with a hard drive. It wouldn't be enough to knock you out. I think even at that, like even in 0G, but it probably would still hurt.
I mean, depends on how fast the capsule's being shot out, because
Yeah.
that's how fast he's flying into the thing.
That's true.
Which isn't moving. So, yeah, space physics are really weird because we never experience them.
Interesting. Another glimpse into the hive mind or whatever is telling us about these things.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're outside.
Morgan? Morgan! This
I
is
do
Chief
love that
Elazar.
it's just
The
a
airlocks
single
on
button
Talos
to
are
open that
sealed,
hatch.
but there's
Yeah.
an opening
Like,
at the cargo bay you
it's
could
definitely
use. I
not
think
made
you
for
can get back inside the
you
station
to
here.
house humans while it's out.
Yeah. Because it's meant to be easy to get the data out. It's not meant to like house. It's not meant to be a person storage.
Yeah. Because, like, anything that is just laying in there, like whatever that knocked her out, if that hit the button while they were going out, like
This
that's
is Dr.
instantly the
Dio
door is
Igwe.
open.
I'm
And if you're not
broadcasting
wearing
to
a
all
suit, that's
contacts
like
in
the end.
proximity. Please, whoever is out there, listen to me. Oxygen is low and I have no spacesuit. An accident in cargo bay forced me to seal myself inside this container, but I have no way to dock with the station from in here.
Okay, and this is another like moral choice that we are confronted with Dr. Igwe.
And this time it's with a timer.
Yeah. So we could kill him, but since we're not being complete assholes about it.
I see you, Morgan. We've locked down the cargo bay. We're safe. For the moment. It will be a trick to get inside. There's not an airlock anymore. That explosion took care of that. Maybe you can do something with the shipping containers.
So I need to get what his shipping number is on this container. Two, 3, 1, 2. Because that transcribe that's next to it will explain, but the way you get a shipping container to dock is just to put its shipping number in there, and it will just the dock will do the work automatically. So all we need to do is put the number in and say dock, and it'll dock.
Isn't the future amazing?
2, 3, 1, 2.
Morgan, I've been wondering if it might be bothering you that you planned your own death. It's a lot to swallow. My advice would be, try not to think about the end. Focus on what's in front of you, one step at a time. I'm here, if you need help.
Man, I didn't think about my own death until you brought it up, January, you fucking piece of shit.
Oh, at last. I thought that crate would be my coffin.
She's definitely like the pure objective side of Morgan.
Yes.
No emotions, just to the point.
Oh, he's like spring.
Yeah.
My thanks, Dr. Yu. But I thought... Well, you're no longer running the memory hamster wheel, I see. I hope you're coming in after me. Would be good to see a familiar face. And transmitting the code to the crate I was in.
You found Dr. Igwe. He worked in the simulation lab and in
And then you can
psychotronics.
always
He
question,
might be helpful,
are they
but
just
he's
not able
unlikely
to put
approve
like
of your mission,
emotion
despite
into the
everything he
operators?
suffered.
Or was that
Though,
just
I
Morgan
will
you,
note,
pure to the
he's
point,
always
objective,
admired you and
nothing
Alex quite a
else?
bit.
But then we
Yeah.
had that little note that we found, the one, which had that hint of emotion in it, the recording.
Exactly.
So,
Like, Morgan is an interesting and kind of a complex character because there's so many versions of him or her.
yes, definitely.
And now that Igwe is out, because you can, if you want to, just hack this keypad and kill him outside because he has no spacesuit. I don't know why you would do that, but you absolutely can.
Yeah, they do give you all the options.
Oh, I just got cystoided. Because they are attracted to moving objects, and I was moving at a clip. But now that he's out of here, we can get through the same way he did, by just opening the door. And now he has saved Dr. Igwe.
And he seems to know about the experiments that we were
Yeah.
part of, so...
The memory hamster wheel,
Yes,
as he
that's
called
what
it.
he's called.
Still love. I love like the glue gun is such a cool device because of how many fucking uses it has. It is such a multi-purpose machine. No wonder this is something that we would of course want on the space station because of all the things it can do. Though I think this fire is so hot that glue won't even like attach to it, so you have to go around, or in my case, above. Ah, looks like... Okay, glue does seal off that leak, too. Perfect. Is that a mimic? Or is that an actual med kit? That's an actual med kit. I almost guaranteed that was going to be a mimic.
Paranoia is setting in.
It's really easy to just kind of assume things are mimics when they're just conveniently laid out as if like they want you to take them.
Yeah, especially between the two fires. It's like...
Yeah. Oh no, it's outside the fire. I don't even know what you were turning in, what you transformed into. Didn't get a chance to see it. We can turn the power back on. And we also spoke with Chief Alazar earlier, who told us about the cargo bay entrance to get back on the station, because I think she needs our help with something as well. Shipping and receiving. Okay. I see you boys. Time to wreak some havoc.
I wonder how well they tried to justify having an opera on the station, just so that they could have a quest called Phantom of the Opera.
Ha!
But it wouldn't make sense, you know, because of all the space you need and you need
Dr. Yu!
actors and...
Morgan! Up here, Officer Cool.
But the pun.
If we can't open the main door, or our friends are gonna pour through. Get up to the catwalk. We'll get you inside.
Yeah, that would be a pretty good pun. Or is that an actual quest?
I don't think so. Let me look it up.
Shipping and receiving, and yeah, here we go. Here's Mr. Igwe, or Dr. Igwe.
Dr. Yu, again, I want to thank you for the timely rescue. I hope you recall me. Dr. Igwe, Dio Igwe. Your brother, Alex, brought me to the station to head up neuromod research. I have one, but no aptitude template. Was saving it, but, well, now might be best. Yeah, I'm sure you could make better use of it.
You get neuromod for helping him, which would be nice if I was still, like, not at New Game Plus.
Yeah.
The officers collected those supplies. They're not for you.
There must be some way out of this.
She called me out for taking their food. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great.
I thought... I don't know what I thought.
I
It's
don't
good to see you.
remember that.
Is TranStar mounting a rescue operation? I was in fuel storage when
I
the
do
fire
love it
broke out
when
and everyone
we're so
began running.
conditioned to just grab everything
weren't
there is in
running from
games,
the
and then when
Yeah.
games sort of
These shapes.
push back on that, I do like that.
I am getting sick of, like, there's 50 billion conversations going on all at the same time.
What is it doing? Oh my god, did it?
Oh my god.
That'll be sick. It just made another one of those things. Like it pulled it right out of Enoch's corpse.
Ugh, corpse, maybe. I don't know, maybe it saved him. It could still be Enoch.
Does it look like it? Sam, promise me you'll kill me if I ever end up like that.
I like this question.
Sarah will get us out of this. She
The
got
question
us
of,
this
like,
far.
when you become a phantom, are
We're
you
safe
still
from
the
here.
are you
For
still
now,
you, or is there
I'm going to check the perimeter.
or are you effectively, like, super dead at that point?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. You pop a side
It's sort of
bow.
the same thing. If you make a complete copy of your brain and put it into something else, is that you or not?
Yeah. Or is it Morgan you?
Ooh.
Here is Chief
So you
Elazar.
came all this way, only to get back into Talos? Only way in is through the door to Cargo Bay B, which is filled with those creatures that your brother insisted couldn't escape confinement. Kind of like you. I'm the only one with the code. It's yours if you can help us secure the firepower we should have had when assigned here. The Eradicator turret fabrication plan. My men told me power's been restored to the fabricator. That was you, wasn't it? I was quick to underestimate you, Doctor. That means all we need is the turret fabricator plan. There's one in the safe in the security office, but the hull breach puts it out of my reach. Still, if you have a suit and are up for another walk, we could really use the additional firepower. Look, I don't know what you're planning, Morgan, but just remember, the only thing that matters is how you treat the people that are still alive. Any luck with those turrets?
So yeah, Elazar is saying that she will help us get in if we help her boost her defenses, which is a perfectly reasonable trade.
Mm-hmm. And I do like this, where it sort of turns into a standoff.
Yeah.
Where you're preparing defenses and then...
humans versus Typhon, yeah.
It's like we've never seen this many people in the station before.
Yeah.
Like we've only met like 2 other living people.
Yeah, this is
that
like
we've seen.
the biggest gathering of living human beings that exists in the
And
station.
then it's we're now we need to open the gates to the place next door, which is filled with enemies.
Exactly. Which means the moment you do, it's going to be an all-out war.
Exactly.
Dr. Igwe is blessed. It was fortunate you came along when you did.
Oh, there is a fabricator here. I just don't remember where it is.
Maybe you can check the map.
Oh, I'm not seeing it. Oh, here it is, on the other side. Not in this area, but in the area across the street. Or the cargo bay. It's over here. Now, if memory serves, I should already have a turret fabricator plan. Oh wait, also, first off, Morgan's arming key. We will make that first. I do not have a turret fabrication plan. Which means I have to go into the cargo bay and get it. But now we are armed.
But not yet ready.
Not yet. We still need Alex's arming key before we can complete our plan. Now, we could just hack that door, but I do want to help Alazar out. So... we need to retrieve the turret. Fabrication plans, we need to go out back into space to get that plan, because it's hidden behind a hull breach. So let's go spacewalking, Matthias.
Oh yeah.
I actually do like the way this game handles zero gravity. I find the zero gravity mechanics really fun to play with here, because they are somewhat realistic in that it is about momentum and less about like movement. Because you can accelerate and you'll still and you'll basically just drift more or less until you counter accelerate.
Mm-hmm. And if you try to go somewhere fast, you're gonna end up smacking against it.
Exactly.
Or shooting past it.
It looks like there is like some form of deceleration, but it is fairly trivial.
Yeah, when you let go, the suit sort of slowly stabilizes itself.
Yeah.
But
you can counterbalance it and move in the other direction. No, I don't. I want to.
I think that's like a safety measure to stop people to just, fly out into space.
Yeah. Let us Q-beam away this Weaver.
It looked like you animation cancelled half of the reload or something.
I don't know what happened there. That's a good question. What I do know is that I need to hack this. Oh no, I have the safe code. No need to hack.
I really do like the purple glow in the broken glass. Like you can tell it's not normal glass. There's definitely something going on there.
Yeah.
The space stuff.
A way that's supposed to make it more resistance, yeah.
Once they're built, though, I can't wait to see what they do to our new friends.
So they actually do a pretty cool thing with the Eradicator turrets that you fabricate. Eradicator turrets that you craft come pre-hacked. So if you are if you are a Typhon, if you have a lot of Typhon and you like I do, you don't need to hack them. They automatically consider you friendly by default. The game assumes that you will hack them, so it does it for you automatically. Which is a very convenient feature, because otherwise you would have no incentive to make these turrets if you were a Typhon player.
Yeah.
Oh, I should probably come down
and
here.
If you really wanted to use them and you're a Typhon player, then the hacking is just, yeah.
Yeah, the hacking is mandatory at that point. Yeah, see, it's automatically considered an ally. Please don't make me have to, like, run around. Just open the door. Oh, you suck. You people suck. But okay. We'll play your game. We'll play your mind games. Oh, I can't climb up that. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out how to open that door, because I don't feel like doing this complicated platforming just to get a few turrets in that building.
I'm trying to remember if I did anything.
Oh, this door here's gotta open. Come on.
Any luck with the Eradicators?
I remember
Would be
building
a lot
quite
better
a
than
few.
these cap guns Transtar assigned us.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What'd you say?
Yeah, I do remember building quite a few turrets, so I must have had a way to get them in here.
There is a way. I imagine, like, worst case, I could just... Oh. Oh, it's a lift.
Right, that was it. Yeah. Completely forgot about that.
Same here. That makes it easier. Oh no, don't deploy, just carry. So this container will essentially be how we transport those turrets up. So I think 4 or 5 should be enough for this
Yeah,
quest.
I think I had 3.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, I've no idea how difficult this is gonna be, and I just went back and made 1 more. Because just the idea of having a little army of Eradicator turrets shooting at Typhon.
It's hilarious, isn't it?
It is. And I still like this because, you know, setting up the turrets, maybe hacking them if you're Typhon, well, if you got a lot of Typhon powers, a lot of people might not really make use of the turrets.
Yeah,
but then when you get to this point, you're not really forced, but they're heavily implying.
It heavily
to actually
encourages
do it.
you to make these turrets, which gives you a reason to hack to open them and go, oh hey, they're friendly. I don't have to hack these.
Yeah, and then also to see how they work and maybe use them more in the future.
Yeah. I would say for that you do have the like the opening, like there are the turrets placed in front of Morgan's office.
True.
And these turrets do a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm. I do like how they're all just little briefcases.
Yeah. We deployed 1 turret. We can deploy a few more. I moved that one over there because it's the hostile one that came in the box.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably still have use for it, just put it on a door that I'm not going to enter. I like that you can use the propulsion just to give your to avoid taking fall damage. Just like hover a little bit before you hit the ground, and then you gently land instead of like crashing and impacting your legs.
Yeah, like using a double jump like that usually helps against fall damage in a lot of games. It's fun that it's here as well.
It's a good exploit. Take that, gravity. You're not the boss of me. I'm the boss of me.
I mean, we kind of do need gravity to stay in orbit around the moon and stuff, but, you know, I get what you mean.
Yeah. And since we did make those extra turrets, let's just deploy them here before we talk to Sarah. to Chief Elazar. I do like how diverse this station's population is without ever calling attention to it. It's just like a fact of this area.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of non-white dudes just in this little small enclave of
The
people
ATs are
alone.
online and primed. Can't wait until our friends get a taste of these. Here's the code for Cargo Bay B. If you find a way out of here, take
And then
Dr.
there's the
Igwe
fact
with
that
you.
both-
Maybe he can be of some help.
Well,
elsewhere.
That depends. If you're playing as a guy, then there's 2 guys running the station.
Yeah.
But if you're like you, then there's both Alex and you running the station, basically.
Brother and sister.
Yeah.
Let's deploy this last turret before we open the cargo bay and let the phantoms through. You know, they could use just one more thing shooting that direction.
I'm trying to think if they had many promotional material actually promoting one character over the other, but I think this game barely had any promotional material.
Yeah, this game,
sadly.
this game got left to dry by Bethesda in the marketing.
Yeah, this wasn't like, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where you only saw the guy and never the Sandra, even though she's clearly better, but that's just my personal opinion.
I mean, it's not just your opinion, it's very many people's opinions.
They just keep...
Yeah. I think I even read that was the original idea, just to have Cassandra, and then whatever white boy was at the top said, no, we need a guy, because otherwise it wouldn't sell.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
We lost one, Jim.
Wasn't sure how that would play out, but I like how it did.
And how much I didn't.
You're with the angels now. Probably making them all devils. Well, that's some fine shooting, if I do say so myself.
Morgan, you saved our asses. Now, you might want to get out there and see if you can save a few more.
I like how someone just died.
Yeah.
They just kept coming.
And someone then goes, that was some fine shooting.
I do like that that his friend actually does have dialogue lines for if he dies.
Mm-hmm.
That is a cool touch. You don't see that a lot. And that is kind of like the story of Prey 2, of Prey. That's like this game of a bunch of cool little touches that really add up to a fully realized area. This like you can picture how people lived on Talos 1.
Yeah, this is one of the best examples for world building, I feel.
Yeah. Now it's time to get the arming key of Alex. And I believe Alex is in his office at this point. Oh, here, we're back in the Guts loading bay. I remember this place.
Yep. This is one end of the, well, I think the bottom end of the Guts.
Yeah.
And then they can take their cargo to
the
almost
ass
every
end
other...
of the Guts.
Yes. Entrance in rear. But yeah, then they basically ship their cargo in here in 0G, load it over through here, and then ship it through 0G again through Guts, which is completely makes sense.
Yeah. You're in the space. If you're in deep space, you might as well take advantage of the properties of deep space.
Exactly.
Let us pop a Psi Hypo. I am kind of... Well, no, I'm not really chewing through them. I have 30 of them left, so that's not really chewing through them, but... We are kind of due for a recycler visit, since... There's so much shit.
Yeah.
Like, that, like, honestly, if there is anything you need to upgrade first, it's carrying capacity.
That is true.
And... Don't need this wrench.
Is that like 15 EMPs that you have?
Oh yeah, you know what? I should probably get rid of some of these extras. Since I don't actually make use of the EMPs that often.
Yeah, neither did I.
Although the thing that's cool about this game is that there will be another player who swears by them.
Yes, definitely. Like I like the disruptor gun and shooting them one by one and charging, but there are other people who be like, I can't be arsed to use the gun, just throw a grenade.
Exactly.
And it's fine. It works.
Ooh, a Q-beam fabrication plan creates 200 Q-beam rounds. That's 2 whole shots of the Q-beam. That's a lot.
That's value.
That is a lot of ammo for the Q-beam I just bought. I say bought as if, like, there's a store, there's like a Talos 1 company store.
Yeah. Where you can just buy the experimental weapons ammo.
Yeah. Now we're in life support.
Oh, I've forgotten the name, but there's this cartoon which is sort of a parody of you know, capitalism and a company making a space station. And in that game, the people, well, the guy working on the station obviously gets paid, but he only can spend the money on the store in the station, which is also owned by the same company.
Yeah.
So the money is literally just going in rotations. Always thought that was like funny, but at the same time,
cruel.
Yeah.
Airlocks and lifts are locked up.
Because they control everything, his costs and his income.
Exactly. It's like the company store was a thing back in the day.
You're right. Even if I could get my booster shots from my office, but I think I can get us out by cycling the main reactor.
And here's another moral choice that we were faced with: the choice of Michaela.
I do it myself, but
right.
just get here, all right?
You know, you playing through this is reminding me just how big the station actually is.
Yeah, it's a monster. Now let's Psycho Shock you.
Because I can still think of a couple of areas that I only remembered recently.
Yeah.
That have yet to come, and I'm like, oh wait, there's all that, and we haven't seen any of it yet.
Yeah, the station is massive. Like, and it has to be because it has to support a whole crew of people.
True.
And I believe, if I'm remembering right, that we need to like, I think Michaela, I don't think we're gonna discover it until we get there, but her thing is that she has paraplaxis, which is a condition in like a medical condition that she needs medicine for regularly, and prevents her from from being able to use neuromods.
Mm-hmm. And usually, you wouldn't get a job here.
Yeah.
If you have that condition, because they quite regularly, or as a failsafe, install a neuromod and take it away again, so you forget stuff.
Yeah.
Like, if you're like a janitor, they literally give you a neuromod when you begin.
To wipe your yeah, and then wipe your mind, and use it to wipe your mind, because the way the uninstall process works is that it has to rewind you back to before you got the neuromod.
Exactly. So they could get like rotations of people through here who are basically going back home with no memory of whatever
what they
happened
did
here
whatsoever. I like this little thing where, like, if you're not paying attention, you might not notice these are actually corrupt operators. But if you are, then you get rewarded because they don't ambush you.
Yep.
Like they don't pull any cheap shots. You can tell that there's like something possessing it because there's like the black mist all over it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you're paying attention, you absolutely can catch that. There's Technopath in the water treatment facility. I think we're going to come in there later for a quest line, the one you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
I need a suit repair kit. And let's go here to the reactor control room. Corrupted device. Okay. Oh, you know what? That technopath is blocking the way with his hacking. Someone had to kill it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Time to go hunting.
And I remember what I did here.
How did you get past? How did you get in here? Like, is there an air vent I'm not seeing?
I literally just climbed up, and there's like an open service lock at the top that you can enter.
Oh, that's cool.
The next way in. Yeah,
because for me, I have always just forced this door open.
Yeah, I knew you were going to do the same thing right now, because it's like just, I don't care, just open the door and I'll shoot it in the face.
Exactly.
When I'm just playing my pure human playthrough, going vertical is really big. Like, you know the security station you went past here with the door broken?
Yes.
It basically has no roof. You can also go up just vertically and drop in, no problem.
Oh, that's rad.
So that was my way of getting into a lot of places, is going through the roof.
That makes sense. Using the verticality that you can get with the glue gun. Like worse, like if there's no stairway, you can just build one at whenever you want.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of the times, you only need to get to like one of the pipes on the wall, and then they almost made like a walkway for you to go to wherever you need to be.
Yeah.
So they do account for it.
Like, that is the cool thing about this game, is there's not a single objective you need powers to finish.
Mm-hmm. Like I can think of like 5 different ways of to get inside most like security stations right now.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times they would block off like 2 or so, but that still leaves you 3 different options of dealing with a problem, which is plenty.
It's like I showed you before. Like, if there's a locked door, you can get in through other ways. Like with the mimic power, like you think there's no practical use for blending in terms of a combat situation, but in terms of not combat, being able to shrink yourself to the size of a book can help you slip through some things that you wouldn't be able to ordinarily.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if that's one of the first things they were thinking about when they had this concept of getting powers from aliens, and they mimic. So we have to mimic, but then you have to make sure that if the power, like the one that your game is like most known for, the mimicking, isn't useful to you as a player, then what's the point? So that had to have a use.
Yeah. There's be a reason why you would choose to get mimicry.
Yeah. I think it would be like really stupid to get all these powers and not being able to mimic because they couldn't find a use. That would just, I don't know, it just wouldn't feel right.
Especially considering you intend to destroy the station. You gave them some hope, even if it's brief.
I kind of like Daniel pointing out, like, yeah, it's cool you saved them, but you're still above the station, so I don't know what the point of that was.
Yeah, she's got a point.
I kind of like the world building here, that there's a ton of alcohol, and a crate full of alcohol by this guy's desk, and his passport is vodka.
Yep.
It's like, I don't know what's this guy's deal.
Yeah, and then you realize that he's all the way tucked in here in the station where probably no one else comes.
Yeah, so he basically has free reign of this place. It's like, oh yeah, of course, like, the guy who's like in the corner and no one can really so much as touch him, he's just gonna be drinking all day.
Yep.
Alright, now we'll shove on my hotbar. Cool, now we can shoot that glass.
Yep, that was also my way in.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, oh, cool, you can shoot the glass! Oh, I guess, I'm not gonna fight that corrupted engineer. I'm just gonna walk past him since he just flew downstairs for no reason.
He just yeeted himself away.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't need to fight.
I'd love to think that was intentional, but
I guarantee you that was not. Yeah. Or he's on the other side of the space of this facility now.
They do like to hover around you in like 360 and attack you from all sides, but...
There's a voltaic phantom down there. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Fight me.
Waste processing.
Oh my god, he's taking the long way down when he could just, like, hover up.
He's using the stairs, but
he is using the stairs!
Oh, amazing.
Wow. Man, the disruptor gun makes fucking, like, short work of these really quickly.
Yeah, it's really powerful on robotics.
Yeah. Now, I recall seeing that there's a voltaic phantom down here.
Like, there's not a single weapon that, when you're in, like, the end game, let's say, that you wouldn't still use.
Yeah.
Maybe the bolt caster, but you can probably still find a use for it if you're just out exploring.
There you go. Easy fight. And he gave me a psi hypo, so I don't even have to worry about all the psi points I just used to kill him. Look at all of the eels.
Eels.
Harvest eels.
Extracting eels.
Oh, there's a greater mimic.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Also
It's
a
okay.
body. So yeah, technically all the wastewater is just given to a whole bunch of eels.
Yep.
And that's how it gets recycled.
And then you can use the eels for food.
Yes, I think you actually find messages about the cook asking for more eels and stuff like that.
Yeah. But more importantly, like we did what we came over when we killed the Technopath, but that was just kind of like a good way to explore, a good thing to explore. And we'll come back here later to like if we get the quest to do it.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, let me switch to the Disruptor. Where did you come from, Mabel Pesh? Don't you zap me. 69 damage. Nice.
Nice.
I can't imagine how much forethought had to go into this place. Like, the entire space station. When you think about how every single detail, like, all of that combined.
I know you didn't visit the reactor much. You're always locked away in your workshop. But I can track you through your bracelet and guide you from here.
Oh yeah, this is also a really big area.
Mm-hmm. I don't think a glue gun shot will fit through that hole, but pistol round might. Maybe a glue gun shot will fit. Nope. I recycled them. Oh, they got out.
Good enough.
Always a good use for a pistol. Engineer operator for repairs. Good to know that's there. Oh, mimic. Oh, what?
Inspecting. Your suit integrity is compromised. Job done.
Now to figure out how to get in
Free
there.
repairs.
Yep, free suit repairs for life. The life of that operator, anyway. I just need to figure out how to get through here. Can't force that door open. But maybe there's something. Oh yeah, probably something in here. Don't know the password, but I do have hacking.
That's all we need.
Yep. Mini games.
Oh yeah.
Utilities. Download area map, of course. Can always use an area map. And grant access.
That is one of the things that I don't think they justify. The fact that you don't already have an area map.
Yeah.
But then you might be able to link it to she was in the test, so even if she had it, they would have deleted it. But I guess that would be the only sort of justification for her not having the maps.
Yeah.
She is using her own transcribe in when she's quote unquote at home.
I'm sure it's a page turner, but I don't have time. I need to get a crew on the other side of that breach.
So what's the problem?
Problem is, it's blacker than my butthole at the bottom of a well in there.
The grounding resistance.
That was a hip shot.
Swap a new one and you should have your
Damn.
lights. Is that all?
360 no scope.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
I tried replacing the resistor yesterday.
I knew the one was there, I just didn't know where it was.
And it just...
And then it came up to me, it's like, oh, I'll just shoot it. I'll just fire. Fire, fire, fire.
Smelled like fried ass.
Shit, man.
Step 1 in this game is I don't know it was there and I don't know where it was. And then step 2 is, okay, there is something here, but now I don't know where it is. After it mimics.
I should make more use of my psychoscope, but I just keep forgetting I have it.
Yeah.
Also, like, that's not fun to watch. It's fun to play. Like, it's fun to play, like, using psychoscope to see if you can find what to mimic, but it's not fun to watch.
Yeah.
Far easier to just let yourself get taken unawares and then deal with the combat afterwards.
Also, I'm not sure we're gonna find the transcribes here, but you start finding transcribes in this area. They're basically doing fights between operators, sort of like robot wars.
Oh, that's really cool, like BattleBots, yeah.
Yeah, and they just start talking about modifying and who's winning and trying to make sure people don't know and betting on there. And, you know, it's a group of people on a space station
who are bored out of their
something.
minds. All these mimics just walking past me.
Look at all those spider boys.
Yeah. Spider boy, does whatever a spider boy does.
Is it a mug or a medkit? I don't know. Let's just wrench it. It's spider mug. No.
That's good. I like
I'm
that.
a big spider mug, but it could be. It could be a mug.
Hi, Phantom. Stop walking. Stop walking. Stop walking. I'm gonna get you. Gotcha. Sneak attack shotgun does a lot of damage.
It sure does. No, it's a bit different than playing your old sneak attack bow character in a Bethesda game.
Yeah. Different, but also very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna go that way? Okay, you're coming this way. Cool. Cool skis. Cool skis.
Well, it's also, you know, the questions are shotgun ranged or melee? Because, you know, I also like this bit. You're on a metal walkway and this electric phantom is coming, so you're taking damage before it gets to you.
Yeah, that's a cool touch.
And if you want, you can just shoot glue gun at the ground, stand on top of it, and you're isolated.
Insulated, you mean? Yeah.
Yes.
This game has a lot of like the physics engine in this game is really rad. There's a lot of cool stuff that it does.
Definitely.
That still leaves like 4 different mimics to kill at some point, but probably get to those when we get to them.
I like how you were just chasing the phantom and then you sort of discovered this whole area under the floor.
Yeah. This little secret, this little crawl space to work on electronics.
Short was me. That's right. You'll be locked out. Okay, Morgan, you'll need a supervisor keycard. Talia Brooks, in the coolant room. She did not make it, but she'll probably have her card on her.
Doesn't mean she's not been phantomized yet. Still got plenty of shotgun ammo, but I'd like to re-up sometime soon. That was satisfying.
He literally walked into that.
Alright, and... what weapon is useful right now? Probably just the wrench. I love that the mimicked mimic pit bits. That's a real clever ruse. Like hiding in the viscera of your deceased allies.
Makes you wonder, do they realize what they are mimicking or not?
Yeah. Because again, they don't have empathy. Or the ability to recognize themselves in a mirror. So like they don't recognize them like each other as fellows in the same species. They're just kind of acting on instinct more or less.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like they're not cooperating so much as like they're not food, so there's no reason. See, I love this. I love this. Like there's 3 mimics right here.
They're doing a Metal Gear.
Yeah.
And I do enjoy that as well, that some mimics just literally run past you. And once they're behind you, they could be anything. Like, if you don't immediately turn around.
Oh, there's still 1 mimic left. Yeah, I love that you walk in your psychoscope and you immediately detect 5 mimics. But if you didn't have your psychoscope, you wouldn't ever see that. You just get ambushed.
Mm-hmm. Glue gun fabrication plant.
Yup. And weapon repair kits. Or weapon upgrade kits, I should say. You actually can play this game now with the stuff they added in Moon Crash, like degradation of weaponry. I wouldn't do it, but you can do it. Alright, I think we've got all we can get from here. Just gotta find that body.
For me, this is one of those games where might sound a bit weird, but I don't want to sort of spoil my first experience of the game by playing it again.
Yeah.
Like, it can never be that good again, sadly. And so for me, I played through it once. I did all the quests I could. I did all the treasure maps. I did basically everything that I could. Checked out all the endings as well, I think.
Yeah.
And for me, like, that was it. It couldn't have been any better.
It is definitely a
and
game
never
where,
went
like,
back.
playing a second time... Actually, I would say that, like, this is my third time playing the game, so I, like, clearly I have played this game a couple times. I really like... I like experimenting with what else you can do in this sandbox. This is, like, for me, that's like, the thing that I enjoy most is this game is a sandbox, like, open environment that you can play with and just, like, let the physics go where they will.
Mm-hmm. Look, but I'm really enjoying watching someone else play. Because that's also one of the things that I have. A lot of, like, game devs would sometimes say, oh, you know, we have player choices, so there's a lot of replayability. But for me, it's usually, well, I made this choice for a reason. So even if you let me play this game again, I might just make the same choice again because, you know, it was for a reason.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Care to elaborate?
You know, like, if you have to save a player character and you like one more than the other, when you go back, it's like, no, now I have to choose the guy I don't like.
Supply was out of parts, so I borrowed a glue gun from the guys in hardware.
So, to me, there's less replayability in some games, but
Yeah,
it's always fun to, like, watch
you choose
other
the
people
good
and see what happens.
It's like in most games you just choose, okay, this is my good run. I'll do all the good choices here. And then you go, this is my evil run, I'll do all the evil choices here. Where Prey, like, a lot of the choices are in the fine minutia of what you do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I have not done a playthrough where I don't help Michaela or Igwe or all of them because I just don't feel like doing the evil path. Like, that just feels like so stupid and nonsensical to me.
Yeah, exactly.
But even if I going just that route, I can still, like, get super minutia over, like, maybe this time I'll play using mostly, like, without using the shotgun or the pistol while using my second powers. Maybe I'll play without using any power whatsoever and just focusing on weapons. And all the fine minutia of, like, maybe I'll do a glue gun only route and see how that goes.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of replayability in there if you wanted to, but I'm using that one to replay games too much, even if you could play them like 1,000 times and still do things differently.
Yeah, although in this game you definitely could play 1,000 different times and get a whole, like, 1,000 different playthroughs that are all wholly unique.
Yeah. Even just, like, upgrading different weapons, even if you're using them all, would lead to whole different fights. Like pumping all your weapon parts into shotgun or the silenced pistol would lead to really different fights.
Yeah. And it's like, for me, since I come, like, even, like, I came in with a shotgun and a, and the ammo fabrication plan for the shotgun because of the way I bought the game early. But just that alone dramatically changes the pacing of my game versus yours.
Yes, it did.
Because having a shotgun on moment one makes a lot of the early games significantly easier.
Yeah, your first few Phantoms with just a gun that isn't upgraded and no powers.
Yeah.
They're a lot scarier than, you know, sneak attack, shoot twice, they're dead.
How did this all happen?
Or even just once.
I thought I was going to die. Well, sooner than I thought I was going to die. Where did that thing come from? Was it Tony? The way it was looking
and here's
at me.
Michaela.
I get up, except for my legs. And my lungs, and my nervous system. Don't look surprised.
I like that she tilts her head to maintain eye contact.
The boosters are in my office. No way I'm getting there now. But the lifts. I was serious before. I think we can bypass the lockdown. The reactor control room. There's a panel for shutting down everything. The whole station. The computer will scream at you, but just do it. Then pray it all comes back when you cycle the power. It should. It will. Now, go. I thought you had been transferred off the station, or you left. Where did you even come from?
You could
I
definitely
thought you were
recognize the dishonored art
Yeah.
style in the faces, I feel.
Yeah, you definitely they definitely do feel like the same modelists working on these.
Like they're not the same, obviously. They're different, but yeah, you can find.
You can see the similarities.
Yes.
Looks like I have a time limit to get Michaela's medicine from her office.
You don't remember her, but she remembers you. She
2
hid her
hours.
condition to...
In fact, let me turn off all other objectives for right now and just focus on the medicine.
Talos 1. When you found out, she should have been sent back to Earth, but you made an exception. I'm not sure if that makes you responsible now. She won't last long without her medication. It's up to you if you want to help her.
Yeah, that is 2 hours, which is plenty of... Like, in this game, that's plenty of time. But it doesn't feel right to just not do it when she clearly needs your help. So we will take a detour and give her medicine, and then we'll come back and continue the main quest. Because she does offer a lot of very interesting, things to mull over and talk about. Especially in the context of this run. And life support conveniently connects us back up to our lobby through there, but we're going to instead go back through the cargo bay because we need to go into deep space to get that medicine, I think.
I can't remember.
Because her medicine's in her office. I think her office is part of a hull breach. Yeah, her office is in a hull breach, which is why we have to actually leave and to go into zero gravity just to get to it.
Okay. Yeah, I think you can lower those lifts as well.
Yeah, but I can just jump
to
it.
get up, but yeah, totally fine. But just because we both forgot there were lifts in that room before.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, you're right. I totally forgot. Oh, sister.
Because I was also thinking, I made several. How did I do it? There has to be a way.
I can't restore it from here. The groundling resistor is short. If it's sealed, it's likely exposed to space. Anything inside is probably floated away. Just leave it. Focus on the reactor, and we can get through this. For as long as I can help you.
2 hours isn't long enough. I need more time for you to help me than that, actually. So we're gonna get this medicine. It's a whole stream session. I can't just lose you after one session of streaming.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's drift a little. Just put the throttle on. Let's put the throttle on a little bit more.
Cystoids.
There's a technopath over there too. No, it's a telepath. A regular old telepath.
I do like the helmet UI.
Yeah.
It's there, but it's not intrusive.
Yeah, it's just in your face enough to let you know that it's there without actually being a problem.
Mm-hmm. And you might not really look at this, but then when you see,
Morgan, we're running
is it Sho outside?
Are you outside the station?
Yeah, I know Sho is outside, but I think, You can never
the
find
one,
her.
I mean, the one we saw outside of the pool. You know,
Yeah.
she had her helmet on, and then when you can tell,
Yeah.
you can really tell that it's like made out of the triangles. How it looks from the other side.
That's really sleek design too, for sure.
You got them, didn't you? Oh, you make me so mad sometimes. You'll never listen to me.
It's an easy way to save on polygons when you're making models.
I do like that Michaela does not think like it's worth it to get her booster shots. You can just do it anyway and ignore her. She's pestering you the entire time. Don't, it's not worth it. It's too much time. Like, no, it really isn't. This has been like 5 minutes tops. I need to get back to you now. Which means putting some more markers on my map.
I do like this, that you've given enough time, because
Yeah.
the first time you're playing through the game, remembering how to get from one place to another or the fastest way, it can get a bit hard.
Yeah.
Because I spend a lot of time looking at the actual signs they have up to go from where all the other areas are, because they're actually really helpful.
Yeah, the signposting in this game, like, it is intended for someone who has just come to space station for the first time, so of course it makes sense. But it's a really, like, it's really well done. The game does a pretty good job at letting you know where everything is relative to each other in the space station compared to what it could be. Like, this basically could be a confusing mess, and to some extent it is, but like once you start like reading the signs, it's not that hard to navigate.
Mm-hmm.
You're 100% right on that one. I wonder how much playtesting must have gone into like making this area readable, because like we're kind of blazing through it, but I've also played through this game twice already, and I already have a decent idea of the overall layout, if not like the particulars of certain sections.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because each area is quite big, and the fact with that it's a space station, there's a lot of verticality and different floors and stuff like that, so yeah, I do wonder if they just sometimes took a playtester, made them load a save somewhere, and then said, okay, now get to X, go.
Yeah.
And then just watched how they did it. Because there is a lot of going from one place to another in this game. Fast quests, stuff like that.
Oh, that sneak attack never gets old. Never gets old.
It's like 80% of its life in one hit.
Yeah. It helps that my shotgun's almost fully upgraded. Let me just finish out that ammo capacity part of it. And like I'm not gonna bother about recoil and reload speed. Those don't really matter with a shotgun, so I'm not gonna bother trying to upgrade them. And we'll use the suit repair kit. And you can sneak attack with a disruptor gun too, and basically kill a machine in one hit.
Easy.
Easy.
Yeah, I think behind the walkway there is one of the escape pod places.
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, I remember. Aren't there a couple of mimics in some of the escape pods too? Like, you see, like someone tried to escape, but then the mimic got them on their way out. Which is like a scary thought, because that does mean there's kind of mimics loose that are not on the space station.
I can't remember that, because as far as I remember, Alex like shut off all of the escape pods.
Oh, you're right. He might have actually done that. You're right.
So you see a lot of people sometimes having died inside an escape pod because it wouldn't launch. It just sat there.
Yeah.
But then I think there is one person who is stuck inside of the launch tube, and you have to send another one after him. Like try to launch another pod so it will push them out as well.
Please, right at the neck.
I can sort of remember something like that, but I think most of them literally just
I was
died
doing it myself.
near the escape pods because they wouldn't launch. Because, you know, Alex.
God, that is a big fucking needle you just jammed down her neck.
God. I can breathe again.
Not gonna lie, like that's a big
legs.
fucking needle. And I'm not even afraid of needles.
Still have some spots in the eye.
Yeah, I felt that
But
went
those
into a
should clear
windpipe rather than just a vein.
Yeah.
Morgan.
But now
mean,
she can make her escape once she recovers.
If you look at the size of the needle when they show like the first neuromod, that's a sizable boy as well, you know.
You risked your life to help her. It makes me think the neuromod
They love their
extraction
needles.
didn't erase everything. Not completely. Perhaps particularly strong memories still leave faint impressions. Intuitive feelings. Or maybe you're simply more compassionate than I expected. Are you sure it wouldn't have been better to... I don't mean to be insensitive, but when she finds out you intend to destroy Talos 1, she might react strongly given that there's no way off the station.
I love that January says there's no way off the station when I have the escape pod key for Alex's escape pod in my hands right now.
Yeah.
Like there's enough room in that pod for Igwe, Alazar, Michaela, and not the entire crew in the security room, but a couple of them.
Yeah, I think they have like 8 seats or something.
Yeah. And now you could do this, like, climb down, or you could just use the propeller to just make that descent a little less... Oh, the Nightmare is here. Hi, Nightmare. I loved you in Soul Calibur 2. Like, we could fight Nightmare, but frankly, it's just not worth it. Oh, I don't have the key. We'll just have to use the...
I love how you just threw the hatch in its direction.
Yeah. Fuck you, evil giant mass of black goop. You can't get in here because you're too big. This isn't the size of my office. You can't get in here. So, just take a break for a bit while that guy is having his little rampage. And once he's done, we'll get back to it. Do you think he enjoys parties? Do you think he plays at parties?
No idea. I think given his size, he doesn't get invited much, sadly.
Fair. Yeah, those kids always did make fun of the big boys in high school.
I mean, you know, he's got some muscle on him.
Yeah. And while we're here, we might as well just start doing the safety switch protocol. Gotta engage him in the correct order. I don't remember what the order is. Oh, here it is. Literally in the book next to the console, which is where you probably keep instructions like this in real life. Magnetosphere. It's... Okay. Gravity, life support. Okay, so it's literally just 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Initiating reactor shutdown sequence. Substation power grid offline. Photovoltaic rings offline. Life support offline. Magnetosphere offline. Gravity offline. Main reactor cold shutdown. In 3, 2, 1. Reactor successfully shut down. Initiating main reactor ignition sequence in 3, 2.
This is a cool set piece.
Gravity online. Port online. Magnetosphere. Warning. Reactor initialization interrupted. Routing auxiliary power.
Connor, we idiot was supposed to check those diverters a week ago. Alright, Morgan, you're going to have to fix it yourself. Or find a replacement if we're that lucky.
One thing I like about Michaela is that, like, even though she's technically not qualified for the station because of her paraplaxis, she is still, like, along with other people in the station, really fucking smart and good at her job, which is keeping the lights on.
I mean, that's the only thing that wouldn't get her in, you know? She
Yeah.
just hit that fact and she got in the other way, so she is,
which is
of course,
probably why
like,
Morgan
fully
let her
qualified.
stay, because, like, yeah, you can't use neuromods, but you're also literally one of the best people at keeping everything running that we could ever ask for. Aside from that, so I'm willing to overlook a few hiccups with your application, if you don't want to say anything to anyone else. I guess I'm trying to figure out another way in there because I don't want to pop those sis toys, but. You might just have to. Or maybe I could just shoot. Maybe I could just shoot with my pistol. Maybe that's just regular glass. Nope, that's bulletproof glass. So how do I get in there?
It would make sense to use a bit more expensive glass for a reactor.
Yeah.
But you never know.
It's an experiment. We're scientists. We experiment.
Did you just clip through the floor of...
No.
The second... Oh, okay.
I see why it looks like that, but no. I just jumped over. I need to figure out a way in here. Probably the roof. It's always the roof.
The roof is
on fire. Platforming. There's nothing up here.
Just going up and up and up.
There's nothing on the roof of this, so I need to figure out how I'm going to get in here.
Well, if it's not the roof, then it's gotta be through the basement.
I don't know if there's another way, like, further down than I'm already at. There's got to be a latch or something.
I can actually remember entering through the floor. But I can't remember where the entrance is.
Well, I see a hatch here. Although it might be the hatch I threw at the nightmare.
Could be. Do you have like a flashlight?
I don't know.
I think we do. But we haven't used it in so long.
Let me check the controls.
It's probably like T or F or something.
Flashlight is V.
Oh, right. I mean, I'm not saying we're gonna find it in here, but you know, with the low light might help.
I am genuinely not sure Oh. Button. Don't look at me. I'm an idiot.
Look, there was 2 of us. And we didn't see it, so... You know, I won't say anything if you won't. You know.
So then Michaela's application process.
Imagine being like Michaela and watching us do that.
Yeah. Especially if you don't give her the medicine.
Yeah, like spend an hour of the 2 hours just looking for the button. She might have liked us before that, but you know, after that, then, well,
I've loaded the
over.
replacement reactor diverters on the freight lift as requested. I asked Connolly to send them down when convenient.
Alright. We have replaced the diverters. And now we can continue the sequence.
Maybe chuck an anti-rat pill.
I think I would go back in there at some point, so we're gonna see before I pop any more pills.
No problemo.
That did it. Throwing power to the lifts and the airlocks, but
We got another big boy.
a lot of power spikes and leaks in the coolant chamber. Watch yourself on the way back.
700 QB ammo.
Yeah.
Wow, I see. You reset everything. Talos 1 is wide open now. Clever. Reckless, but clever. It's good to see some things haven't changed. You're not gonna get in your way anymore.
Die.
You deserve to hear the truth. Okay. I'm at my office.
Morgan, was that you? Whatever you did, I felt it in my gut. If this is some kind of payback. Power's coming back online. And that means the main lift too. I hope.
Suit integrity compromised.
Yep. So you got plenty of suit repair kits. And med kits, so... we're good. And... radiation pills. Technopaths. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Actually, I can live without them. Fuck them. And now here's the fun part, is platforming back up. Oh, hi there. Bye there. There's now... because coming down here is the easy part. You just gotta drop. Getting back up requires a bit of finesse. On account of all of the destroyed bridges. The Death Stranding has, it's really like, we need more sand porter bridges up here.
Definitely. You need your PCC to build them. I almost forgot the name. Even though I literally stopped playing it about 3 hours ago.
I had a friend who just beat the game for the first time. And before that, they were making a bunch of jokes about Death Stranding because, like, it's Kojima. It's pretty easy to meme. After they beat it, they messaged me on Telegram saying I never want to talk about the story ever again. They were, like, that upset at the finale.
Damn.
This is not the way. Oh, I think I just fell all the way down to the bottom. Time to start climbing again. Platforming. Always a fun thing to do in first person. Guess I got the stamina for days.
Isn't there an elevator you can repair on one side?
Probably.
But I can't remember if it goes up or down.
Because I've always had to make this climb. So you know what I probably could do is climb up here through these using these pipes.
Yeah, like even in here, there's a myriad of ways to get up. Just
yeah.
do whatever. Like even what you were doing inside of like the lift there, just jumping from beam to beam or using the glue gun, even that would work.
Yeah, like the glue gun also, like again, it's you can create your own path with it, which lets you get away with a lot of things. Like again, the speed run for this game is about 30 minutes because of the glue gun. I think it's also involves a lot of clipping through walls with glue gun, but you know.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of out of bounds stuff, but
yeah.
Even inbounds, the glue gun is basically cheating.
Yeah, because you can just make a stairway.
Careful, Morgan.
Anytime
Gas
you want.
alarm went off in the coolant chamber after you powered the reactor back up. The turbines are hydrogen-cooled. Now they're leaking. You take a shot and it's your last. It'll be like shooting a grenade at your feet, or worse.
Warning.
So
dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all warning. Dangerous level of explosive
as Michaela
gas
just warned
detected.
us,
Please
if we
evacuate
fire a gun
and
at this
avoid
point,
all open flames
this
or
whole
sparks
station goes
until
up in
repairs
smoke.
can be made.
Yep.
Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate.
So right
and
now it's
avoid
wrench
all open
only,
flames or sparks until
at least for a
repairs can be
time.
made.
Wonder if I
And
still have access to
definitely
my
no-
Psycho Shock. Okay, Psycho
no
Shock still
fire
works.
powers.
Yeah. I wonder if I can. I want to try to not use like any of the explosive, like kinetic burst or anything that either, because I don't know. Actually, let's try it. Let's try it. If I use a kinetic
Warning.
blast.
Dangerous
I
level
think
of
the
explosive
fire
gas
ability would probably
detected.
set it off, but the
Yeah.
others,
Kinetic blast doesn't do shit, so I think it's literally just turbothermal and electrostatic will probably be the ones that destroy.
Evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks
The
until
station.
repairs can
Yeah.
be made.
So I think Psycho Shock and all them are still like up for grabs. Which again makes another advantage of playing this game without with powers.
Yep.
You have
Warning.
tools that just they
Dangerous
can't take
level
away
of
from you.
Explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames until repairs can be made. Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas
Gonna be
detected.
honest, if there's a
Please
fog this
evacuate
big because
and
of
avoid
hydrogen,
all open
you're
flames or
probably gonna
sparks
have
until
some
repairs
problems
can be made.
breathing.
Yeah, like
Or
we
that
really should
probably-
we really should have our spacesuit on right
Yeah,
now.
I would have put that on if I was in there, but you know,
Warning.
we're not the
Dangerous
smart
level of
scientisty
explosive
type
gas
people, so
detected.
you know they
Please
must know better.
evacuate. Warning.
Yeah.
Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames.
Oh my
or
god,
sparks
shut
until
up! I
repairs
get there's
can be
explosive
made.
gas.
And
Shut
avoid
up,
all
please.
Open flames or sparks until repairs can be made. Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made. Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs
There
can
we
be
go.
made.
Goodbye, computer voice. Holy shit. Huh. That was obnoxious. And you're almost at time. But let's get a little further before we call it.
Sure.
Oh, the coral is spreading. I think I do like seeing over the course of the game as the coral like crawling like all over the station. Like just it starts getting bigger and more intrusive as the game progresses, as you get through the main story.
Mm-hmm.
More and more weavers out there.
Because of the lag on the stream, I'm not sure if you said that before you stumbled into him, but I think you said
Literally
it before.
immediately as I stumbled into him. Like literally as I was gazing my eyes on him as it was coming out of my mouth. It was a weird little moment.
You know, it makes sense. Because as far as they know, the weavers are the one that make it.
Yeah.
Hence the name, I guess.
And more a thermal phantom.
And some normal mimics. Or greater mimics.
I think there's a little combination of both. There we go. That wasn't too hard. Psychic Shock is such a great skill because it not only does damage, but also disorients the phantom you hit it with. It gives you like a couple seconds to give yourself a breathing room and switch to a weapon that can do some big ups.
Or go point blank with a shotgun.
Yeah.
That security station?
Yeah.
I spent ages looking for a way to get in, firing bolts through that little window.
Mm.
And I just couldn't, but there was a key card. I knew there was a key card. And it took me a long while, but I eventually found it.
I don't know if I ever did find it. Where is it?
I think if you go through that vent, it will lead to the bathroom, and somewhere in the bathroom there is another vent, I think, and there's someone in there who has it.
Oh, cool.
So it isn't technically too far away, but yeah, it isn't exactly real easy to get to. But yeah, it took me a long while, because mostly I saw the safe in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I found the code or heard it on a transcript, so I knew
the
I
code
could
is literally on her
open it.
body.
Morgan, this is Dr. Igwe. I've made it to your office. I'll remain here until...
Dr. Igwe.
My word. What are you?
Igwe meets January.
Morgan's voice.
I am January, Morgan Yu's personal operator.
Well, January. Sorry. Your arrival was a bit of a shock. Quite a day today, you know.
Bit of a psycho shock.
Referring to the typhon infestation of Talos 1, Dr. Igwe. You are correct. You are one of the few survivors.
Yes. Wait. Is that fabricator functioning? I might be able to make use of it. With your permission, January.
You have authorization to work at the station, Dr. Igwe, and manufacture anything that will assist Morgan in containing the typhon.
I'll remain here in your office until you return, Morgan. I may be able to be of use.
And to answer your question, the safe combination is literally on her corpse. Just literally right next to it. The trick is just getting inside. Which, if you have Typhon powers, you can just use Mimic Matter to force your way in.
And yeah, this is one of those doors that you can't hack. You have to find a key card.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was determined and eventually I found it, but it took way longer than I wanna.
I'm not surprised.
wanted it to.
Yeah. Neuromods have revolutionized human learning, but they're only available to the world's elites. That's a cool little tooltip.
That's usually what happens to stuff like that.
Yup.
Made it to your office, Morgan. I guess I see where all that TranStar money goes.
Chief Ilyushin? You're alive!
Igwe? You made it?
Chief Engineer Ilyushin.
What the hell? Morgan, is that...
No, that is...
I am January. Morgan used personal
I love that Igwe and Michaela make it rough their way one after the other.
So, it's the three of us. Four of us. Anyone else from the labs or psychotronics? Is that Morgan's workstation?
Talk about loving the sound of your own voice.
Chief Ilyushin, please do not...
Morgan, come up here when you get a chance.
Alright. I think that's a good place to call it.
In the event of a loss of atmosphere, gravity, or other serious
Yeah, I think
emergency,
so.
When we next reconvene, we'll try to get Alex's key from him and speak with Igwe and Michaela to see what else they can help. How else they can help us from Morgan's office. We did a lot in this session, of course.
Yeah, we did a whole lot, like the last 2 sessions.
Yeah.
Half the game or something, but quite a lot.
Yeah, this
Or
is
I
like
might
this is
still be
clearly like the
forgetting
biggest
stuff,
chunk of the game, like before the finale. Like this is the biggest like chunk of the game. We probably finished in maybe like 1 or 2 more records, and I would hazard a guess.
Something like that, yeah.
But until next time, I am Brandon Carey. Joining me again was Matthias.
That's me.
Don't forget to wear your mask, social distance, wash your hands, you filthy pigs. Black Lives Matter, and all lives can't matter until Black Lives Matter. Until next time, take care.
Definitely.
Stay safe.
See you next time.
See ya.